3 years ago, I made a decision that changed my life. Up until then, I'd been struggling to make money from home. I was kind of happy being a stay-at-home adult, yet I wanted more. I missed the freedom and confidence of earning an extra income. At that time, I tried many things: running a local business, building affiliate websites, creating online courses, user testing, selling stuff, and writing books. These strategies worked, but they were slow to gain momentum, and I'm sort of an impatient person. So, I switched my strategy. I did some research and took an online course. 3 months later, I earned my first $1,000. Between diapers and naps, I worked an average of 15 hours a week. I learned essential work-life balance skills. That experience itself taught me something important. If you want to make money fast, you need to find a different strategy. One which doesn't require an email list, a social media following, or a huge network. In this video, I will share my experience and learning of that process, so let's get started. The fastest way to earn your first $1,000 from home is to provide one-on-one service. You only need a few clients, or if you're lucky, just one client to hit the magic number, and you don't need to invest a single dollar up front. I offered freelance writing services, but this isn't your only option. In a moment, we'll figure out your first offering. Now, if you don't want to sell time for money, then stick with me. I understand, I felt the same. This isn't your long-term plan. You can expand into other areas later. This is about getting your first $1,000 in the bank. So, what service should you offer to get your first 1K? There are hundreds and thousands of ways to get paid for your time, so how do you decide what service to offer? In an ideal world, you'd find meaningful work, something that plays to your strengths and is consistent with your values. The truth is, this isn't always realistic. Perhaps you need cash fast, and you may not have time to figure out what your deeper purpose in life is. That's okay. Where you start is a stepping stone to finding your ideal online job. Let's get started with your first offering. Here are the few services you can offer to get your first 1K. Number 1. Freelance writing. In my opinion, one of the best opportunities for making money online is to work as a freelance writer. One of the great things about the opportunity to work as a freelance writer is the fact that there are opportunities in almost every industry or niche. With millions of blogs and websites publishing new content every day, there is great demand for content and for quality writers. Many of the freelance writing gigs that are available for blogs and websites will involve ongoing work. So, if you land a few clients, you won't need to be constantly looking for new gigs. Number 2. Content marketing. Content marketing is similar to freelance writing, but it usually goes a few steps further. Most freelance writers will write the article and then their work is done. Your services as a content marketer could involve promoting the content on social media, search engine optimization, and building links to the content or blogger outreach. Number 3. Graphic design. If you have some design skills, there are all kinds of different services you could provide as a freelance graphic designer. You could specialize in one area or offer a variety of different services. There is a great demand for quality designers, and with so many different possibilities, there is no shortage on opportunities. Number 4. Virtual assistant. A virtual assistant, or VA, is a kind of general term that can cover any number of different services. As a virtual assistant, you can help clients by offering some of the services that have already been mentioned, like social media management, blog editing, writing, WordPress setup, or other things like administrative support. There is a great demand for VAs, so there are plenty of opportunities available. Although some virtual assistant jobs are low paying, there are plenty of VAs who earn a very good income. So, how much should you charge? You should now have several service ideas. So, let's talk about charge. People agonize over how much to charge. We don't want you to do the same. You can change your rates later. In fact, I recommend rapidly increasing your rates after you've landed a few paid gigs. Those first jobs are critical. They get you to your first $1,000. They also win you testimonials and referrals, and that's how you build a sustainable business. Your starting rate needs to be competitive. Yes, this goes against popular advice, but you're starting out. Your goal is to find at least 3 people willing to pay for your services. But having said that, don't go too low. Bargain rates attract bargain hunters, and they are often the worst clients. Where to find your first paying client? You haven't invested a dime in your new business yet. You have nothing to lose by going for it. So, it's time to find your first client. Let's break it down. Offline strategy. List at least 25 people and contact the first person on your list. Try to meet in person, over coffee, or something else. If you have no other option, a telephone meeting also works. Remember, don't try to sell your services. You want to have a genuine conversation and build relationships. This stage can be scary. Embrace the fear and keep going. Most people don't put themselves out there. They never get past dreaming and planning. By acting on your idea, you're different. You're on the way to earning your first $1,000. Online strategy. There are a number of job boards that specifically focus on freelance opportunities or work-from-home jobs. Some of these sites specialize in certain types of work, like the Pro Blogger and Blogging Pro job boards that post listings for freelance writing and blogging opportunities. Others, like Flex Jobs, are more general. Websites like Fiverr, Upwork, and Freelancer.com exist to help freelancers and service providers get matched up with clients. Honestly, using these sites to find work would not be my first recommendation because most of the jobs landed through these sites are low paying. But, of course, that's a generalization. There are some freelancers that do very well with these sites, but most find that they spend too much time working to land a few low-paying gigs. Final thoughts. Okay, that nearly brings us to the end. So far, we've covered selecting a service to offer, deciding on the price, and how to get your first client. There's one final step. You must execute your plan. Commit to these steps and find your first paying client. Are you ready for the challenge? Could this be the month you earn your first 1K from home? So that's the end of the video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit the notification bell for more amazing content. Until the next time, take care.